Hello, this is McD the Beast, and this is McD Sports 4 coming to you today with Russell Westbrook trade rumors discussion. Before I continue, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and please subscribe to the channel. It will be greatly appreciated if you do that. I have a subscriber goal of 200 subscribers by August 24th. I would love to hit that goal, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, you won't regret it. Anyways, Russell Westbrook, there's rumors that he might be requesting a trade. Because they basically just traded PG-13 Paul George uh, to the LA Clippers, and is basically what OKC got back is basically means they're waving the white flag and they are going to be rebuilding with Shea Alexander, which I like. Gallinari and 5 first-round picks. So OKC, and by the way, they also traded recently Jeremiah Grant to the Denver Nuggets for a first-round pick as well. So they have 6 future first-round picks. I think they have the right to swap 2 other first-round picks with the Clippers as well in that Paul George deal. Anyways, Russell Westbrook, I think he gave everything he could to OKC. They had a nice little run. I don't understand how the hell you lose James Harden over $4 million, and KD leaves and Paul George wants out. That tells me there's an issue with Russell Westbrook. And if you're OKC, the smart thing to do is to trade him. Now, to who? There's a limited amount of teams. There's a few teams I like that I'm hearing about, but there's a few teams that I'm laughing at. Let's start off with the teams I'm laughing at. The idiot on ESPN is saying the New York Knicks. Now, personally, the Knicks shouldn't trade for anybody. They have a nice young lineup in Dennis Smith Jr. They're going to have R.J. Barrett, Kevin Knox. They're going to have Julius Randle, who quietly went 21 points and 8 rebounds in New Orleans last year. So he's definitely going to have a good year, in my opinion, Julius Randle. And they're going to probably have Bobby Portis as center or something like that. But overall, if I'm the Knicks, you're obviously building for the future. I wouldn't be trading for Russell Westbrook. Another team I'm hearing that I'm not liking is actually my favorite team, the Washington Wizards. I'm hearing that we could trade John Wall and some first-round picks, and maybe throw Troy Brown Jr. in the deal as well. I don't like that trade. I don't want Russell Westbrook personally. I think he's only going to lead us to the second round of that. I'm also hearing trading Bradley Beal to the Wizards for at least the 5 first-round picks, and now since they just traded for a 6 first-round pick, probably the 6 first-round picks. I don't like that trade either. So the Wizards, I don't want them trading for Russell Westbrook. So those are the 2 teams that I don't want trading for Russell Westbrook. I'm also hearing the Timberwolves as well. I'm not really sold on that, and the reason why I'm not sold on that is because who are you going to give up outside of Andrew Wiggins? Is it going to be Andrew Wiggins, Jeff Teague, 3 first-round picks, maybe for Robert Covington in there? I mean, if you do that, I mean, you're basically trading your whole team outside of Karl-Anthony Towns. So overall, if you're Russell Westbrook, it's going to be rough. It's going to be to a team that I think just is going to be happy to make the playoffs and maybe the second round. And the first team that comes up to my mind is the Detroit Pistons. And they were listening. I listened to Undisputed today, and they were talking about it. And I kind of like it. I like what Skip said, I like what Shan said. Chris Broussard, I don't want to hear him for the rest of the month after his outrageous, idiotic reporting saying Kawhi's going to the Lakers. Kawhi's going to the Lakers. Yeah, he was wrong. So I think it's a disgrace that Chris Broussard was even on Undisputed today. But overall, I do like him on the Pistons. But the question is, who the hell are they going to give up? They're going to have to get a third team involved, in my opinion. The Pistons, like, who they're going to give up? Luke Kennard and a bunch of first rounders. I mean, probably Reggie Jackson is in the trade as well. But overall, I don't know who outside of Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond, because that's what the Pistons are not going to trade. They're going to say you can have everybody except those 2 players. I don't know who the Pistons are going to trade because they really have nobody. So I don't know what the Pistons are going to do, but if I'm the Pistons, I go for it because What the hell has the Pistons done since they won the championship in 2004? Nothing. So I'll do it if I'm the Pistons. They got swept last year. Blake Griffin only played for half the games in the series against the Bucks, which basically proves what everybody knew already about Blake Griffin. I'm not going to call him any names, but that basically it's everything I already knew about Blake Griffin in that series. If somebody that wanted it, I'll just say this: if somebody that wanted it and wanted to win so badly was injured like Blake Griffin was, he would have been playing in that series. Blake Griffin could have played in all 4 games of that series, in my opinion. But anyways, I'm going to move on. Russell Westbrook. I mean, Russell Westbrook, Blake Griffin, Andre Drummond. Maybe a set to the second round, but you're losing in 5 in the second round. Next team, the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat, they're kind of going for the Hail Mary. They already got Jimmy Butler. It's the post-Dwayne Wade era. No more Wade County. Well, it's always going to be Wade County, but no more Wade County air. But overall, I'm just going to say this. The Miami Heat, I do think, has enough to trade to the OKC Thunder. They have draft picks. They're going to trade Deion Waiters, Goran Dragic. They're going to probably have to trade Justin Winslow as well, and probably 2 first rounders. But overall, that's just like the Miami Heat going for a Hail Mary. If that trade is made, you're probably thinking of a backcourt combo of Russell Westbrook and Jimmy Butler, and your third best player is probably going to be Bam, which is pretty good. It'll get you to the second round probably, but overall, that's just a second round as it can 6 in my opinion. And then the final team, people are mentioning the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic, a very young team that lost in 5 to the champs last year in the first round. Personally, I think they shouldn't trade for anybody and let the talent keep growing. They just re-signed Nikola Vucevic. They also brought back Terrence Ross. They actually right now signed Al Aminu. So they're definitely building towards the future there. I don't think the Orlando Magic should really risk the future or anything. But it will be Aaron Gordon, Jonathan and Isaac, and maybe even Obama in the trade, and 2 first rounders for Russell Westbrook, and in my opinion. So overall, that once again, it gets you maybe to the second round, maybe not even the first round. But overall, Russell Westbrook is going to go to one of these subpar teams, in my opinion. Probably Detroit, maybe Minnesota. And he's going to go ahead and be a first round Isaac like he was in OKC. It's really disappointing that it ends like this for Russell Westbrook. The reason why, by the way, Russell Westbrook might be requesting a trade is because just recently, because we found out everything behind the Kawhi Leonard and Paul George sweetscapes. The OKC Thunder, they were willing to trade. Well, not the OKC Thunder, but the Toronto Raptors were willing to trade for Paul George just to keep Kawhi Leonard, and also OKC was willing to put Russell Westbrook in the deal. So I think Russell Westbrook, he's been told he's the franchise. He didn't like hearing that. I think he wants out. I really do. If I'm Russell Westbrook, I will want out of OKC. It was a nice run, but it's time to move on. But anyways, I think he's just gonna go to one of these mid-level teams that are gonna be like maybe a second round Isaac at best. But comment down below, tell me what you think about Russell Westbrook possibly moving on from OKC. I always like hearing from you all. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and please subscribe to the channel. We'd greatly appreciate it if you do that and you won't regret it. Thanks for watching, and this is McD the Beast signing off.